Hi, Stitchers.
Hi, I'm Keisha.
I'm Laura. Welcome to the Pattern Queens, episode 147. Today is Sunday, March 17th, and this is a channel about cross stitch.
And friendship and rambles and lots of shenanigans and hey, market haul this time.
Yeah, and I have a little bit of green on today for St. Patrick's Day. I really am in a sweatshirt because Katie likes the house really cold. Katie Landis is liking it cold.
Yeah. I don't have any green on, so don't come to my house and pinch me. That's not nice. I'm pregnant and I'm wearing a comfy shirt.
So, what is new with you?
Um, there's not a whole lot new. It's just work and getting ready for the baby and um yeah, that's pretty much it. How about you?
Well, what's new with me is that Keisha surprised me by saying, "Oh, I'm almost ready to finish the model." And I'm like, "I am still a zillion stitches away." So, I have magically put in massive amounts of stitching in the last couple of days, and I should be able to get to about the same point she is within a couple of days, and we will finish up by the end of the week.
Yes, so Frogwarts Year 5, get excited.
Which means I know Keisha took a little bit of time off and stitched on something other than the model, and I did too.
Mhm.
It's the
Not a
miracle.
lot.
Yeah, yeah. We don't have a ton of whips, but it's the magic of being able to stop and breathe for a minute and do
Mhm.
something else.
Yes,
So,
sure.
so I guess well, I know that neither of us have finishes. Next
Right,
week we'll have
right.
finishes. We just won't be able to
Yes,
show them.
that's true.
So how about haul?
All right. So I have a little bit of haul. I'll show you the non-market stuff first. I'm very excited about them. I got from Mill Hill one of their releases this year, Papa Rooster and the rest of his family. This is Mama Hen, and she's got two little baby chicks. And I saw them, and the pregnancy hormones went, "It's my family." Um, but if you want to know, I asked James, and he said that this is the big brother chick, and this is the baby brother chick. So I think, you know, but I'm really excited to stitch them. I think it'll be a fun little set, and James is really getting into magnets and things, so I probably will finish these as magnets to put on the refrigerator so that he can kind of move them around and have fun with them. And then I'll show you the things I got from Market. So the first thing I got was Disco Chicks from Artist Designs. And I just think that these little chicks are so cute. Sorry for the glare. Um, it's so bright and happy. I kind of want to get the fabric color that she has there. But it came with the metallic for it. So I'm really excited to stitch these little guys up.
That'll be fun.
And then I got Think from Bent Creek. And I thought I'd stitch this up and have James look at it because he was really into robots and stuff right now. He really liked that. And then, excuse me, sorry, I got the Market Cookbook. So I was going to tell you about my favorite things in there. And I can't show you all of them because some don't have cover pictures. I really liked this squirrel from the Blue Flower.
She
Isn't he
always
fun?
does something fun like that.
She does. And then, of course, I lost the page where I had it. But Laura can show you the model for one. Katie's uh, National Craft Month was in there. And I just love that one. And then Silver Creek Samplers has this one. It says "Peace Out," and it's a pizza.
That
And
cracked
I
me
think
up.
it's great. So I'm going to have to stitch that also because that's just fun. So there's a lot of great designs in here, so many designers. So I think it's totally worth getting this year.
that piece out, if you did it on perforated paper, then it would go with your series, like your taco and
Oh
the
yeah,
other
my
food
taco
that Mill
tray.
Hill
Yep.
has.
Yeah, that's true. So, but that is my stash. What about your stash?
Well, yeah. So our friends who shop for us came home with a couple of the freebies. So one is from oh my gosh, my brain has just gone. Sweet Wing Studio, and it's no rain,
Mm,
no flowers, which I think is really pretty.
I love that.
And then the other one, I can show you this part, is from Tiny Modernist.
Ooh,
Isn't that
love that one
beautiful?
too. Yes.
So yeah, I loved that. And then Plum Street.
Yes.
Ah, Flag Thief. Now it's a huge
That's
house, and
you.
that's what you
Yeah.
see, but the Flag Thief is the bunny, and it's running
Uh,
from the fox.
yeah, that has you written all over it.
And I also got the 12 monthly minis from Primrose Cottage, which is this whole
Mhm.
book. And I'll get closer so you can see. So they've done one for each month.
Mhm. Oh, those are great.
Yeah, they're really pretty set, and I think they will be great for exchanges and things, and also to
Mhm.
fill a little bowl. Um, Last year I got floral etchings, and if you
Mhm.
remember, I've already stitched seasonal etchings. Well, this year they came out with floral etchings too.
Oh, so pretty.
I love it. This is from Heart and Hand. So there
Mhm.
they are together.
Wow.
I really like that.
Yes.
Um, Katie is stitching Spooky Sampler from Heartstring Samplery, and this
Mhm.
Beth came out with Scenic Sampler, which is almost the same piece, but without
Mhm.
all the scary things. She's turned them all into like what regular motifs would be.
Yeah.
So
Oh, fun.
Katie's already started hers, but I told her I would stitch this while she's stitching her big one. I need to slide these in the bag or they're going to go everywhere. There we go. Then next I have Katie thought I would like this one from Blueberry Ridge, Pine Tree Chalet.
Ooh,
Isn't that pretty? There, I'll
that
catch
is
a
so
little more
pretty.
light. And I know that our friend Sam got this, so I may have to talk her into a stitch with me, a stitch along. Then from Bent Creek, I have Moonlight Berry Sampler. I've stitched a few of their berry sampler pieces,
Mhm.
and this one's fun. So it's got the spooky house at the top
Uh-huh.
and all the fun little flowers, and then it's just always
Um,
the alphabet. But I was trying to decide if it came with the little buttons, but I do not feel them in there. Then from Sweet Wing Studio, I have Goodness and Mercy.
oh,
Love that bird.
yes, it's a good bird.
And such a pretty little piece. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, fun. Um, the one that really got me that I thought I just need this now is from the Proper Stitcher, and it's called Strength and Dignity. I kind of showed you
Mhm.
guys this one last week, but here's the pattern for it anyway, or 2 weeks ago,
That's
I guess.
mhm.
And then last but not least, I have it's a market exclusive, and I'm thinking it's going to be a series, Chesapeake Bay Boats Skipjack Sampler from Artist Designs. Look at that.
Ooh,
I just
so
think that's gorgeous.
yes.
So I'm really excited about that.
She is such an eclectic designer to have that and then disco chicks. I mean, we got completely
Yes.
different things.
Yes. totally different. So,
So
but
fun.
that is most of my stash and certainly enough to show for today anyway.
Well, we've got a lot to do.
Yes, we do. And I'll talk a little more when we talk plans. I didn't pull
Mhm,
anything out for plans today. So,
mhm.
do you want to do whips?
Yes, let's talk about whips. So the first whip that I worked on last whenever we met 2 weeks ago, I asked for everyone to vote on what stitch along I was going to work on this month for my whip go goal, and almost everyone picked ABC dinosaurs. So I have it all in my hoop because I've been working on it, but I finished up P, which actually does finish a Sal part, which was my whip go goal, but there was like 100 stitches left in it, so that feels like cheating. So I'm gonna come over and do at least one other dinosaur. But those dinosaurs are massive, so um but yeah, I finished P. And this is on a piece of 36 count Arctic fox linen from Fiber on the Web.
That is no joke.
Yeah.
A big bunch.
Yes.
My first whip is in this cute bag that my friend Sue gave me with all of the school things on it and the stripes inside. Makes me think about crayons.
Yes.
And it is from Forest Embroidery, Bayun Cat. I've just been working on this slowly.
Mhm.
It's still in its hoop. Okay, I had a little piece of floss I was trying to keep track of. Oh well. And in the last couple of weeks, I brought down the side. I finished up the top, brought down the
Mhm.
side, and I'm working across the border on the bottom.
Oh
And
wow.
I was only going to do like the yellow border and then come back and do the green border and then come back and do the mice. And I thought, well, that's
Mhm.
silly. It's in the hoop. I should just do what I can get to right now.
Right.
So I'm making pretty good progress with it.
Yeah,
It will
definitely.
be my when we start testing, if I'm still on this, it's what I will work on because I can't have um any devices out. Like I have to take off my watch, my Apple
Mhm.
Watch and everything else. So, okay, that's my first one.
All right. Well, I only have one other one to show you, and this is Celebrate All Year, the style that the Black Needles Society is doing, and this is February. So it's all the pies. I only have one more slice of pie to do, and it's key lime. So I'm going to work on it today because I'm going to be stitching a whole bunch of green, and that seems to be appropriate for today. This is on a piece of 32 count blue gray linen from Witchelt, and I'll show you. Here's here's January, February, and then I got a space over here for March, but I haven't started it yet. So I'm hoping to get this finished up this week. Then I can spend the last 2 weeks of March doing March, and then maybe I can get caught up with it so that I can get super far behind after I have a baby with the next set. So
And March
those are
is
the plans
super
there.
cute too.
Yes, I love March. All right,
Okay.
that's all I've got.
My next whip is Woolly Hair by You and I and Friends. And
Oh,
it's what I was using last week during our stitch with us. And I did do a little bit more on it because I'm filling in this bunny.
mhm.
So I finished the legs down here and
Yeah.
I made one pass all the way across and I'm moving down the legs over here.
Wow.
He's really fun. And I have it in a snail bag.
Oh, fun.
So, which I think I probably need to brush now. It fell down and I couldn't figure out where the bag went.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, anyway, there's that one. And then this morning, just to test out a color, I pulled out Rodney from Kathy Barrick Designs. And I'm stitching it on a fabric of the month from Color and Cotton, which is this beautiful orange with some pink in it. And it's just such a pretty color. And I've decided I'm going to use Classic Colorworks hickory sticks for Rodney.
Ooh.
And I think I like that. So
Yeah.
I finished off the little green, which is that half leaf that was
Hmm.
on my needle, and then started down there just to see kind of what it looks like. So I didn't get much time. I stitched on it this morning, which was fun, like I said, to get to pull something else out and work on it.
Yeah,
Um, especially since we've really been pushing with the model. We're
for
way
sure.
ahead of schedule. Let's just say
Yes.
Katie is not pressuring us. We're
Yeah.
pressuring ourselves.
Yeah. Usually we don't get it done until like well into April or even May.
Hmm.
Uh, but it's me. It's me. I said, could I please have the Frogwarts model in time to get it stitched before the baby gets here so I don't have to worry about that. So Katie actually designed it quicker than she usually does.
Hmm.
It's great. It's great. And then Lara has been a good sport and is like, oh, sure, we'll get it done.
And I
So,
said, oh, let's get done before the retreat, before the Stars Hollow retreat, because I wanted to be able to work on something else during that. So,
right, right. And then Lara said, if we're really motivated, we could get it done by St. Patrick's Day weekend. And so I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to try to be really motivated. And
oh
then I'm
no,
like,
next weekend
uh-huh.
when
No,
my spring break starts.
gotcha.
That's why you were pushing so
Uh-huh.
hard.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I was going to show you. This is the bag that I'm keeping Rodney in. This has to be my favorite fabric that I think we've ever found. It's all about bees. And
Mhm.
then the inside, we have these pretty, pretty bees too.
Yes.
And I gave fabric to our friend Judy, who is Judy's Project Bags and More on
Mhm.
Facebook. And she made me a custom bag. But this is in the style that she does. And
Nice.
she was a really good sport about doing this. So we left her, we gave her some extra fabric to be able to make some to sell in her shop too. But it was a fabric that we had for book sleeves. And I just loved it so much. I thought I've got to have a project bag in that.
Yes.
And Katie happened to find another little pocket of it. So
Mhm.
Judy made that for me a few years ago. So
Oh, nice.
I love that.
Mhm.
Okay, that's the end of my whips too.
Mm.
So I think we're up to plans.
Plans.
Our plans are to breathe, right?
Yes. Well, ultimately, my plan for this week is to finish the Frogwarts model, which I feel really good about. I'm too, this isn't a spoiler. If you've stitched the other Frogwarts, there's always a quote at the bottom from the book. And it's over one stitching, and that's really all I have left. So I'm going to do that in stages so I don't, my eyes don't cross after work doing over one on 36 count, which is not, it's tight and it's not too bad. I like working on 36 count and I don't mind doing over one, but after you've been looking at computer screens all day, your eyes are a little bit too tired to
Yes.
see those
Yes.
little spots. Um,
I found
but
that I've been coming home and especially this week since we changed time, we
mhm,
did our spring forward. I have some time that I can sit down and stitch with. You can tell I have natural light coming in here.
mhm,
And
sure.
that has made my life a lot easier. I still use my hot light, but
Mhm.
the natural light is really helping. So I'll probably try and work on the over one during that time.
Right. And see, most of my stitching happens after 9 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, but it's fine. I have a really good lamp behind where I sit that is really good. It's bad for taking pictures, but good for stitching. Um, so I plan on finishing that. I'm probably gonna finish February of Celebrate All Year today. That's my goal is to finish that piece of pie. I only have a couple hundred stitches on it, so I should be able to do that. Um, and then yeah, I'll work on ABC Dinosaurs if I have some time. Uh, but that's really all I have planned. Flying Pink Piggy if I feel like doing some over 1 on 25 count after the over 1
Wow.
on 36. So we'll see kind of how that goes. But how about you? What are your plans?
Well, I wanna finish Frogwarts. I am ready for it to be done.
Yeah.
And, I kind of had because you said you were nearly ready, I kind of had that extra boost, and I put in a
Hmm.
lot of stitches, and I wanna keep that going. I know how many I have to do. I keep overachieving,
Hmm.
so when you first told me I needed to do a little over 500 stitches a day to get it
Hmm.
done by next Friday.
Hmm.
And I had a big, big day, and it brought it down to, like, 455, something like that, a day
Hmm.
to get it done. And then last night, I had another big night, and now I have
Hmm.
it down to about 350 a day,
Nice.
which seems so much more doable. However, I know that I'm coming up to the over one, and that's just what Pattern Keeper says, and
Hmm.
Pattern Keeper does not track the over one accurately.
Yeah.
So part of what I have left is part of the over one is in there, but it also doesn't include any back stitching. Um, and I know we have a few little extras that we have to
Hmm.
do. There are eyelets um by the over one verse, and I don't think
Hmm.
it tracks that because
No.
it's not X's.
Right.
So I want to finish that. And then, so I did work on Rodney technically. I would like to get some more stitches in him. My other one was the 2023 Collector's Heart, which I did get a good chunk in on one day. And then my focus piece was supposed to be Hive Rules, which I have not touched. And I
Mm.
would like to get stitches in on it.
Right.
And, or actually, I guess it was one of my monthly pieces. My
Mhm.
focus for a finish was supposed to be the Collector's Heart. Wrong month to try and get anything done.
Yeah.
So I'll have to just pick it back up after this. But I was also supposed to have 2 starts this month. One I had planned for during, Stars Hollow, and it's a piece that I looked at and I thought, "I think I'm just stitching this because I got it in a box," not one of our boxes, but in another box I
Mm.
bought, and I wanna use all the pretty things. And Katie and I were talking, and I decided that I don't have to use those pretty things just for that piece. So I am
Right.
going to push that piece off. I already have somebody who would love to have that and that pattern. And I am going to figure out something else to start. So maybe I should start something from my market releases,
Mm. Yeah.
or I have a whole section up here of projects that I could start that are ready to start.
Mhm.
And I may pull something from there. And then my other one is Nantucket Bird by Plum Street Sample. No, I say that every time. Nightshade Bird by Plum Street.
Mhm.
And I just need to pull a piece of fabric for it. Everything else is kitted up with it.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, I'm sorry. The frog came out.
Yeah.
Um, so I want to get it started too. And we have a few weeks left before the end of the month, just a couple,
Mhm.
after we finish Frogwarts. But I should be able to start both of those and get a lot of time in and enjoy those too. So,
Sure. Yeah, I have a couple of things that I kind of want to start. I right now I'm having a what should my shopping list be for things that I'm going to want at the house whenever the baby gets here because I won't be able to, go out and stuff and um what I think I'm going to work on. I'm going to talk a big game, but really I'm just going to look at him as he sleeps because I barely got any stitching done last maternity leave with Jane. So, and I know that there are some other models that may come my way. So, uh, yeah, it's been kind of interesting to think about new starts. I do have I kitted up running or swimming with scissors from Ink Circles that came in the best of BNS box. I'd like to start that. I'd like to start those chickens. I'd like to buy stuff to stitch think, because that seems like it would be a nice little one that I wouldn't have to ironically think too much about
I'm still
stitching.
trying to talk you into this one too. And I almost thought about stitching this during the Stars Hollow retreat because it seems like
Ooh,
something that would be appropriate.
yes. Oh, I like that. Well, now I want to buy the stuff for that. And then I've been thinking, well, maybe I should kit up Winter and Stars Hollow so that I can stitch on that during the retreat. There's too many thoughts going on in my head.
Yeah. Well, and this one, this is easy peasy from um
Frosted
Frosted
pumpkin.
Pumpkin. And it
Mhm.
is just, I was going to look real quick. I know it tells me up here. It is just 58 by 67.
Wow. So that's not too bad.
Yeah. And they stitched theirs on Picture This Plus Woodland, which I probably have. And I mean, it's little, but it is so cute. And
It
I've
is
had
cute.
it for a while and I just keep, I mean, I keep thinking about it.
Mhm.
You need two overdyed flosses for the border. I was trying to think where they're used because it's just the border and it's cantaloupe and organza pink.
Hmm.
The little men. Oh, both border parts. So it's the orangey border
Mhm.
and then the purple right inside it. And it's
Oh,
used
gotcha.
in touches through the pattern,
Mhm.
but then it's just a handful of DMC, two, three, six DMC.
Oh man, you're gonna convince me to do it. You're gonna convince me to do this.
And I could probably, I mean, I know that I could make a run and go get the overdyes that I need for that because I'm going to need more for Rodney and I would like to buy
Mhm.
it and have it in there with it.
Right.
So, but this one I think one skein of each of the two is going to be fine.
For sure.
It's just so cute.
It is cute.
And how many times do I have to say that before you say, okay,
I
you're
mean, you really only
probably
needed
done?
to say it once because I love the frosted pumpkin.
Yeah. And okay, I don't think that I have stitched a frosted pumpkin pattern.
Mm. Not you. You stitched the what was it's the Valentine's Day one with the beakers,
Oh, okay. Okay. I
but
don't even
the
remember that
lemon
being
one.
frosted pumpkin. That's so funny.
But the lemon one, much cooler.
Yeah. And very springy. I know it's winter in Stars Hollow, but it's really the beginning of spring and
Well, and that lemon looks gigantic, so that's going to be good to stitch on during a chat, right?
it just seems like and the border should be pretty
Mhm.
easy to do because it's repetitive and
Right.
yeah. I mean, I would just have to pull everything out and do it.
Yeah. This is Laura continuing on being like, okay, I just want you to say that you'll do it with me so that I have an excuse to get the stuff and do it.
Actually, I know that I had kind of talked you into it and I'm like, if I start it without you now, but I'm just in
I-
the I want to start it.
Mhm. Okay, Laura, I'll get the stuff. We can start it at start.
And I don't even know if I'll do mine on the dark green, although I do think that it looks like it would be pretty on a darker fabric because it made
Yes.
everything pop.
Right, right.
So I may just have to pull out fabrics. I don't stash a lot of darker fabrics.
Mhm.
So although I do like green.
Yes, you do.
But now we're kind of just rambling, aren't we?
Yeah, and I can't stay on here because you're gonna get me in more shenanigans, Laura.
Then I guess what we really need to do is to say bye.
Bye. Have a good week.